Hi everyone, today I'm going to do an unboxing as well as the setup of my new limited edition olive traveler's notebook. I really was excited to see this color. It reminds me of the first car my parents ever owned. When we moved from Japan to the States, my parents had this olive colored Toyota. I don't know if it was considered a Camry at that point. I don't remember the model, but they brought it with them from Japan to here to the States. So when I saw this olive edition, that's what it reminded me of. But it was sold out everywhere online. Well, they opened this Japanese bookstore called Kinokuniya in the Dallas area, and for their grand opening, they had some of the limited special edition olive tucked away behind the plastic. I was so excited when I found it. So this is the one that I'm going to be carrying with me day to day. I've had traveler's notebooks since 2014, and I've used them for different reasons, and I've been carrying my Webster's Pages one with me for the past 6 or 7 months now, maybe longer than that. And I really like it, but that one is a vinyl, and it's more for my crafting and things like this. This is going to be for my practical everyday. Here in Ecuador, things are, I don't know how to explain it, but we get more paper receipts that we need to hold on to. Transactions are done more in person than they are online. So I do have a need to be able to organize and keep those documents with me as we're going from point A to point B. So I'm going to set this up today, and I will fast forward through the package crinkling so you don't have to deal with all of that, and see what I put in it today. So what I've heard about this edition is that it takes to scratches very easily, since the type of leather that it is. It's very soft, but if you like that distressed look, this is the one for you. I believe the black is a little shinier and doesn't, take to scarring very easily like this one, but I do like that effect. And so this is the strap, and inside is very soft, and it comes with this white insert by Travelers Company already in it. So I didn't buy too many inserts to put inside of it because I don't want it to get too bulky, but I'll show you all the accessories that I got. The first one that I definitely wanted was the matching olive edition pen loop. And so it just clips onto the front, and so I'm going to add it to the front of this. It's a pretty tight squeeze. It's not going to go anywhere on you, and it probably will leave a mark on your leather. So if you don't like that, then this might not be for you. But I've never had the pen loop attached to the front of my cover before, and so I wanted to try that on this particular one. And you'll see what I mean by the scarring already just from the elastic band that goes around it. It has this line right here in the middle. So it's so soft and amazing. So some of the inserts that I got for it are ones that I've had before, that I've always had in my traveler's notebooks. In the past, I've had, I guess what you could call photories. I first made my own in 2014 that I used for a special event that we had, and I used that one for almost the whole year because that event, we started planning for it in January, and the events went through August. And then after that, I documented in it where I had gotten behind. So that one I had made myself, and then I've bought some other photories, like the Webster's Pages, Traveler's Notebook, and I had another one, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But this is my first actual Traveler's Notebook by the Traveler's Company, which back then, when it first started, was called Midori. So these are the inserts I've always had in all of those photories. I still bought Traveler's Company inserts. So this is the zipper pouch. So the zipper pouch in my Webster's Pages notebook that I have is actually also my front dashboard area. I like to decorate this front cover and then store some extra cards in the back, and then my supplies in the back zipper. So I'll probably do something very similar with this notebook as well. The next item is the lightweight paper. That's different than what's already in here. This one has 128 blank pages. This one has about half of that, and these pages are thicker. So for, what do you call, for like mixed media journaling or to journal with liquid products, you're probably going to want to do it in this one because the paper is a little thicker. This lightweight paper one is just what I'm accustomed to using from Japan. It's almost like the thickness of thin Bible paper, and I just like to take personal notes on that. So this is my notebook to go, and in order to write on that so I don't seep through the other pages since they're so thin, I did get this year's 10th anniversary edition Stajiki, or in English you call it the pencil board. So this one was really cute. I love the planes and the boats, and then it also has the grid. This is very helpful when using the lightweight paper. Let me unpackage that so you can see. Okay, so here you'll see the lightweight paper is very thin. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but you can even see this box on the page in front of it. If I put this, you can still see that box, a ghosting of it through that paper. So it is very thin paper. So the nice thing about having the Stajiki or the pencil board is it's lined. And so while you're taking notes, you can see the lined paper straight through it, and then you can write your notes. So when I use this type of paper, especially when I'm journaling, in the past I've done it on both sides, but I actually prefer to just write on one side. And then if I decide to journal anything, I might use washi tape and stick pictures on the other. But I recently stopped writing on both sides. This type of paper has always really been meant to only write on one side. And it just has a very nice look to it. So with the lightweight paper, I make sure to buy a pencil board, or I make my own, and use that with the notebook so that my writing can go in there straight. Another thing that I've always had with all of mine is this card file. It is card files on both sides. So there's plenty of places to put washi. I'll put cards and washi, or if you've seen my Webster's Pages one, I'll link that one here. I've filled it with pictures of family and friends abroad and things like that. A couple of things that I've never had before that I thought I would try with this one is first the pocket sticker. My Life Mitts, she adds one of these to every traveler's notebook she has, and I've never tried one, so she usually puts it back here. I need to be careful how I'm doing that because I also notice this knot is here, but that is how they demonstrate it back here as well. And so it can be, various purposes. Some use it to stick receipts and things like that. Others even use it to add another notebook. So I thought it might be a good way to hold my Hobonichi weeks or something like that. We'll just see how I end up using it. It may just end up full of receipts. Another thing that I've never tried before is their version of the craft paper folder. I've usually made my own out of scrapbook paper, but I want to keep this one, what do you want to call, authentic, where it's all Traveler's Company. I finally got the real Traveler's Notebook, so I want to put Traveler's Notebook products in it. So this is the craft file, and again, I got this to hold receipts and things like that when we're around town. Probably in these card slots, I'm going to put my washi sample cards because those fit on like credit card size just fine. And just for 2017, I did get the Pan Am diary stickers. This also brought back memories because when we would travel back and forth to Japan when I was a kid, we took Pan Am. And there was just something special about traveling with Pan Am. They always had these huge box kits that they would give us kids that had all kinds of activities in it for us to do on the overseas flights. Back then, parents didn't have to pack a lot for kids to do on an airplane. The airline provided it and gave you those cute little wings that you could pin on. It was really an experience. So I really liked this set and thought it would be cute to include as well. Let me get the other sticker sheets out so you can see those as well. Okay, so the first sheet has these gold foil Pan Am in 2017. This one has the vintage, and I love it because it has Japan. And I'm wondering if I can find some old photos of a trip back to Japan and just have a page or two of that nostalgia with some of these stickers in there. And then these are to use, they can be tabs that you actually put for your calendar, which I do have a calendar insert. I'm going to pull it out of my Webster's Pages and use it in here. This is more like planner stickers here, so I can use these even in my Hobonichi weeks. These are a great way, they're actually translucent, so these are great to mark dates and special days in your calendar. And then I don't really know how to use these. I'll have to look that up. But these look like they're transparent stickers, and they might be really good on the covers is what I'm thinking. So that is everything I got for this particular notebook, and now I'll just fast forward as I put it all together. here I have the Olive Traveler's Notebook all put together. I made this little charm with those Tim Holtz ideology or artology pieces. And then on the bookmark, I untied the little knot that was on it and then tied the little airplane charm to it. So inside you'll see that I fit my Hobonichi Weeks just right here on top. And then the first band, which is, there's 2 elastics with this one. So on the first band, I wrapped this grouping. So this grouping right here includes the zipper pouch. So here's the back and here's the front of the zipper pouch. And then the craft folder, there's the front and the back. And I put the stickers and the stajiki or pencil board in there. And then right down the center is the lightweight paper insert. So that one is in there. Now I like this location of this zipper pouch because this bump right here isn't in the front, so it doesn't put a notch or indentation into my cover itself, and it also doesn't reach the back, so it's not putting an imprint there either. This is how I have it set up in my Webster's Pages, and I like that a lot. So then I put the card file here on the second band. While I was doing the video, you may have noticed that it curled quite a bit when I put the card file in, but once you put the paper notebook in, it straightens it out. It might feel strange at first when you put it in. Your paper may be a little low or high. All you have to do is just tug a little bit and place it where you like, and the elastic will adjust to where you need your notebook to be. So that's just the front and the back of the card file, and then this is the notebook that came with the cover itself. And then back here I added that pocket. It's a lot sturdier than I thought it would be. I really like it. So that's my everyday setup notebook that I can take with me. Now I've had charms on here before and I like them sometimes, but then other times they annoy me or get in my way. So that's why I used a lobster clasp this time. So I have the option, if I want to have my charm on here, I can. And then if I really don't feel like messing with it, I can just take it off and use my elastic. So that's it for my setup today. And thanks for watching. If you have a Midori Traveler's Notebook, I'd like to see your setup too. So post any links below or mention them. Feel free to link your Instagram name or something below if you have photos of your Traveler's Notebook as well. And again, like I said, when I got started, I used Fodoris. So even if they're a Fodori, I'd like to see your setup. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to looking at your Traveler's Notebooks too.